What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Dad Needs to Talk. I'm your host, Robert, and today we're going to be doing a super long overdue manga haul as well as a discussion on the fact that I am more than a manga tuber. But appreciate y'all for dropping in. If y'all watched any of my videos this year, this is the cleanest my shelf has been this year. But I've been long overdue to get this manga documented and hauled in so I can get it organized and sorted and out the way. So let's go ahead and dive into the manga really quickly. And of course, a lot of this stuff has probably already been reviewed. That's how long I've been sitting on some of this stuff. But starting off with Ikigami the Ultimate Volume 2. Dope series. I actually just finished reading it earlier today when I'm recording this, whatever. So the review for that will be dropping very soon. Lost Lad London, Volume 3. Another favorite of mine that now that I have Volume 3, I need to go back and finish reading all of it so I can review that. The Country Without Humans, Volume 3. Another one that I am very excited to dive back into and read more of. From the Red Fog, Volume 3. Another one that I enjoy that I'm longer overdue to go back to, because I there's so many that I enjoyed, and I definitely want to get beyond just reading the first volume or couple volumes of some of these series and get back to Karate Survivor Volume 4. Y'all know this one has a very special place in my heart as one of the first little gems I ever covered on my channel. So excited to get back to that one. Headhunted to Another World, Volume 4. Ready for more excitement with that one. And a lot of these I might have to probably start from the beginning again to refresh because it's been so long. I'm a Wolf, but My Boss is a Sheep, Volume 2. Another very awesome, fun one. Kiruru Kill Me. Whoops, what are these? Volumes 2 and 3. Excited to get back into some spicy spy adventures with this one. I know this is one I don't really see many people talk about, which I guess I could say for most of the stuff on my shelf there. One of my all-time favorites since I read it last year and took almost a freaking year for another volume to come out, but Maggots of the Library, Volume 6. Very excited to hop into this one. This is a very dense read, so I'm excited to potentially start at the beginning with this one, but also knowing how dense of a read is, I might have to wait on that one for a while. But Blue Period, Volume 10 and 11. And I know there's been even more volumes come out since I originally picked this up, but I'm just excited to continue to build my collection because I'm trying to find my time to do a very big binge read because I haven't read anything past what the anime covered, but I'm excited though because I've been collecting them. Vinland Saga, Book 13. Season 2 of the anime just finished, and excited to see what adventures Thorfinn and crew have been on. So, some new stuff I have picked up. The Night Blooms Behind Castle Walls. Little fun one. This was a very interesting one. Tali, Daughter of the Moon. This is actually a French author that did this manga, so very, very beautiful art in that one. I'm excited to read more of that one. Don't Call It Mystery, definitely one of my top favorites that I've read so far this year. Super highly recommended. Les Miserables, Omnibus 1. Very deep, very, very deep story in this one, and looking forward to picking up some more of those because I know people have been asking me like, yo, when you gonna read more? is coming. I'm gonna talk about that then, like later in the video. Okay, Go Go Loser Ranger volumes 1, 2, and 3. Definitely, this is also another one of my favorites that I have read this year. Kind of following a, I guess you kind of think of like what if like the villains from the Power Rangers series, what if one of them could shapeshift and then infiltrate the Power Rangers? That's what that one is. Definitely one of the greatest ones I've read in a while. Underground, Volume 1 from Saturday AM Comics. Super dope mixed martial arts series that I reviewed recently. Go read this one. The art in that one is phenomenal, and it's good to see just like some more mixture of diversity in the series. Spider-Man Fake Red. Saw this one, had to pick it up. All I know about it is that it's, I guess, some guy finds one of Spider-Man's suits in the dumpster or whatever and puts it on and ends up going around fighting crime. I'm excited to read this one. I plan on having it reviewed by the time Spider-Man 2, the video game, comes out in a few months. Magic Artisan Dahlia Wilts No More, Volumes 1 and 2. This one has been a pretty interesting read. It's about a lady that gets reincarnated, if I remember correctly, into a family that creates magical artifacts and stuff, or magical tools. So that one is really dope. Oku of the Inner Chambers. I gotta double check this one. Okay. But while I didn't read this volume, I did watch the anime on Netflix recently, and it was freaking fantastic. But it's also something that can't be just dived into blindly, because it definitely covers some heavier topics. Sheeply Horned Witch Rami, Volume 1. Probably one of the most disappointing things I've read recently. I reviewed I recorded a review for this at the beginning of the year, but I have literally been sitting on it for like 9 months now, whatever, because I'm like, I don't even know if it's even worth me publishing it or whatever. So, but we'll see. Skygrazer. This is a single volume. This is from the same creator who did a Heavenly Delusion. So interesting. I'm excited to check that out. Usatoki Rhetoric, Volume 1. This one basically follows this young lady who can hear when people are lying. All right. Candy and Cigarettes. I have volumes 1 and 2 so far. I thought I had volume 3, but I guess not. Basically follows the story of a young hit woman, or hit girl, because she's still barely a teen, if that or whatever, but she goes out and does assassination missions for people with this older man. So I kind of say it's like a young Revy from Black Lagoon with Mike Ehrmantraut from Breaking Bad teaming up. No Longer Allowed in Another World. Don't have too much to say about this one, but it's one that I've enjoyed. It's been a while since I've read it, so my mind is blanking a little bit. But next up, Night of the Living Cat, Volume 1. Zombie apocalypse, to where if you touch a cat, you get turned into a cat. So very funny, yet adorable apocalyptic situation to be in. Dark Gathering, Volume 1. The anime for this is actually already out by now, but this has been a very interesting, spooky series following some of the supernatural stuff. The Savior's Book Cafe in Another World, Volumes 1 and 2. This is a short series that is actually done. It's only 5 volumes long, so I'm excited to go back and get the rest of the volumes. But it's a very beautiful story between these two characters, one of which, the lady, just wants to live a simple life in her book cafe. So, Under Ninja, Volume 1. This one has an anime coming out actually later this year, and it's by the same creator who did I Am a Hero. So, very dope art with some very interesting characters. Uh, the Invisible Man and his soon-to-be wife. This is a series from the same creator who did Country Without Humans. So I'm interested to check this out and see how that one is. And then the last one I just picked up for giggles. My Father is a Unicorn. Uh, Seemingly, this guy's what is it? Yeah, his mom remarried. Her new husband is a unicorn. So basically, this kid learning to deal and bond with his stepfather, who is a unicorn. So yeah, so that's all the manga that I've picked up over the course of this year, slowly, whatever. But I have greatly slowed down and reduced my manga picks ups and stuff, whatever, because and I'm gonna kind of transition now into the next part of this, whatever. Is that like I mentioned earlier, like I accidentally became classified as a manga tuber because y'all know I started this channel because I needed a place to vent and to talk about life and stuff like that, and I found a lot of comfort in reading manga and collecting them and stuff to an extent, and I've met so many amazing people and stuff because of the manga aspect of it or whatever, and lots of other things too. But I will admit that I kind of got caught up in it or whatever because the hauls and the excitement, and you see other people being like, yo, I picked up this whatever, and you're like, yo, that looks cool, I'm gonna go and pick it up too, whatever. But then it ends up sitting on your shelf for months, or in my case with some stuff for years, and then it's like you keep buying more stuff and half reading some things, whatever, and then it's just like before you know it, years have gone by, you spent hundreds if not thousands of dollars on stuff, some of which you're probably never even going to read, because there's some stuff that I bought year one in the first few months when I first started collecting manga that I still have not read. Some of it is still in the plastic wrapping, and it is like, yo, Rob, what are you doing, man? We need to get this corrected, get this fixed, or whatever. But yeah, like I said, I don't knock anybody, whatever, that loves doing manga hauls and stuff, whatever, because like, hey, it's for for lack of a better term or whatever, it's low maintenance content or whatever, and people love to see the stacks of manga. People love to see, oh, what did you pick up? What did they pick up or whatever? Because of course, hey, because there's only so much stuff you can find out by doing your own research or whatever, or going to the stores or whatever. And every now and then or whatever, you'll come across something in somebody else's manga haul that is like, yo, I've never even heard of that series or whatever. Or it might be a new series from a creator that you loved. It's like, yo, I didn't know that they were doing something new or whatever. Cool, thank you for putting it on my radar or whatever. And that stuff is fine, but like I said, but when it becomes an unhealthy obsession, or you're just doing it just for the sake of doing it, and then it's like, man, where did all the time go? Where did all the money go or whatever? And it's like sometimes you end up in a situation, not and I have whatever, and I'll admit it or whatever, but it's like mismanaging money or whatever, and then looking back and it's like, ah, crap, I needed to you know buy this thing or to do whatever with some money, and then you're like, crap, I'm a few bucks short, or I might have to, take care of it later, whatever. And then you come and sit in your area, or you walk by your shelves or whatever, and you're like, man, that's hundreds of dollars that I probably could use right now for other stuff, whatever, in life. But it's like it is what it is, and that aspect or whatever. But like I said, I just wanted just to kind of put it out there that I am more than manga. I'm more than a manga tuber. Um, I love doing podcasts and discussions and reviews and stuff with people on everything, with talking about fatherhood and family, of course, manga and comics and stuff, whatever, but also anime, TV shows, video games. I'm starting to get into K dramas and different stuff like that or whatever, and different life experiences and stuff, and talking to people about their life experiences and different things that they've gone to, whatever. And so this channel is a variety channel and stuff, and so I just want to say, like I said, just to talk about that very briefly, just to kind of just like, hey, you know, there's more on that needs to talk than manga, but I definitely will not deny that it has been a big part of my life. It has been a big part of my content the last couple of years that I've been doing this, and I definitely probably wouldn't be where I am, even though I'm not the biggest channel yet or whatever. But I definitely will say that a lot of people have found me because of this. But the same mindset for how I handle the manga stuff, whatever, I carry across a lot of my stuff, whatever, to where it's like 9 times out of 10, whatever, if I'm talking about something, whatever, then it's something that might be worth your time because I take pride in finding those hidden gems, like I said, with Karate Survivor, to where it's like there are some series that I talk about that is very crazy that of the thousands of people that do YouTube and the millions of videos that cover manga or whatever, that my channel, my face is one of the few that might pop up for some of these series, and that's very wild. But it's also a reminder that yes, there are a lot of people that do YouTube and podcasts and content in general, whatever, but there is always room for more people because there's so many things to talk about and so many different ways to talk about it or whatever, to where, like, for example, I came across just randomly or whatever when I was looking at some stuff for the new Armored Core 6 game coming out in another month or whatever, where I found this YouTube channel or whatever, this guy who solely talks about From Software series, so like Dark Souls and Elden Ring and Bloodborne and Sekiro and now Armored Core, and it's like he's got like hundreds of thousands of subscribers, millions of reviews. I've never even heard of the dude or whatever, but he has a big corner of, he found his niche or whatever, and that's kind of what you can do, whatever. Like I cover a big variety of stuff, whatever, but I know I could probably get bigger quickly if I only talked about manga, or if I made a manga specific channel or whatever. But like I said, like for all these different series, you could be the person that only talks about Vinland Saga, only talks about Blue Period, only talks about Under Ninja, only talks about Ikigami, whatever, and you'll be the specialist in that thing, and like I said, that's how you can find your corner, your pocket or whatever, is because there's such a variety of stuff, whatever. And like I said, I take pride in, while I do cover a variety of stuff, whatever, I do also try to find stuff that I don't see hardly anybody else talking about or whatever, and then bringing it to the masses or whatever, because I know that if there's barely anybody out there talking about it or whatever, at least on YouTube or content creation side of things, whatever, that I also know that on the other side, that there's people that are reading these series that are like, man, I wish there was somebody I could talk to about XYZ series or whatever, and you could be that person to fill in that void and to be the one that somebody out there is looking for, whatever. Because like I said, there's room for everybody, whatever. So because it's a big community, whatever. But yeah, like I said, I'll never forget the time I got DM'd by somebody being like, yo, here's a link to my Discord I made for all the manga tubers and stuff. I wanted to make sure that you got in or whatever. And it was like, yo, okay. I didn't know that I was being, put into that category or whatever. But like I said, it just helped me so much, like I said, with just meeting so many dope people that I connected with within manga, but also beyond it. Because I've met lots of other cool parents, and we talk about our families and our kids and stuff and life beyond the manga or whatever. So this stuff it's just a introduction to it. But like I said, I am more than a manga tuber. But yeah, but with that, man, like I said, just wanted to share some thoughts really briefly, and I hope that y'all enjoy this. Like I said, this kind of weird hybrid, half manga haul, half little just sharing thoughts with everything. But I hope that y'all will stick around for more stuff in the future. As always, if you're not already, make sure you're subscribed to the channel for more manga and everything else, from the podcast discussions and family and anime and games and everything else in between. Stay subscribed and make sure you follow me on all social media at Danny's to Talk. And also, if you want audio versions of the stuff that I do, you can find the podcast version of everything wherever you get podcasts and stuff, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, yada, yada, yada. I'm there. And with that, I'm out. Thank you so much for your time and your support. And I will catch you on the next one. Peace.